All right, we got an interesting video here. So Northern Perspective posted this exchange between Francois Philippe Champagne and a conservative member of parliament. And Northern Perspective says this: Francois Philippe Champagne just said the quiet part out loud for all Canadians to hear. The drama teacher Justin Trudeau and the journalist Chrystia Freeland were managing Canada's finances better than markcarney the banker, the businessman, the economist. Wow. So let's get into this, then we'll talk about it. Now, before we do, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help grow the channel. I appreciate you guys so much for doing that for me. So let's take a look and see what Northern Perspective was talking about here.
Mr. Speaker, the last budget of 2 years ago had a fiscal anchor of a deficit of less than 1% of GDP in future years and constantly declining debt to GDP ratios in subsequent years. This budget has a fiscal anchor of deficits averaging 2% of GDP over the next number of years and a rising debt to GDP ratio. Will the Finance Minister confirm that his fiscal anchor is weaker than the last Finance Minister's fiscal anchor?
Mr. Speaker, I have a lot of respect for my colleague, but he might have noticed that the world has changed, Mr. Speaker, and this is a new government. And Mr. Speaker...
Says the guy who's from Justin Trudeau's cabinet. And notice how none of these people were in Trudeau's cabinet. They shuffled them around. But yet you still have Dominic LeBlanc, you still have Anita Anand, you still have Sean Fraser, etc., etc., etc. New government, huh? Yeah. New government, my ass.
Francois Philippe Champagne just admitted that this government is actually managing Canada's finances worse than Justin Trudeau's government. That his fiscal anchors are actually worse than Chrystia Freeland's fiscal anchors. This is the face of a man who realized he just admitted that the alleged banker and financial genius is actually worse at managing Canada's finances than Justin Trudeau.
Very interesting. I got another video here too. And by the way, give a shout out to Northern Perspective. I'm sure all you guys know who they are, but if you don't, if somehow you found me before you found them, go give them a like, a subscribe. They're great people. I've met them personally. They're fantastic, wonderful family as well. So let's move on here to Melissa Lantsman. The Liberals just called their $80 billion budget a prop and said its contents are imaginary. We agree. Just like their plan to ever balance it, their grasp on reality and Canada's ability to afford it. Okay. Very interesting parliament session today, it looks like.
Mr. Speaker, he says it's imaginary, but it's in his budget. Does that mean the budget is a fictional document? Here it is on page 106, strengthening the industrial...
Oh, look at the screaming banshees.
The honourable member may continue now that the prop has been put away.
Mr. Speaker, they say their budget is a prop and its contents are imaginary. We're in real trouble.
So they actually made him put down the budget because he said it was a prop. Some of these rules in Parliament are really frustrating.
Homes take steel, they take aluminum, they take concrete and cement and glass. The industrial carbon tax drives all those things up with our youth unable to afford homes. Why don't they get rid of this tax so that we can bring down the cost of housing?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
It's very interesting. I wonder how long it's going to take for people to realize that this budget is terrible. Now, in a previous video, I also mentioned that, Dean Blundell and Warren Kinsella and others were pretty upset at Mark Carney recently because of, the lack of progress with Trump and now this budget. They're even saying that he's Trump's water boy. Very interesting. It's what they accuse Pierre-Poilievre of, isn't it? Just confession by projection. Oh, I wish I had a nickel for every time I said that phrase. I'd have a shitload of nickels, wouldn't I? But that's what they do. But it's interesting. This budget, $80 billion, just under $80 billion of debt, which is not what we need. The Conservatives said they wanted to add a little bit, but not this much. Because, of course, you have to spend money to make money. But let's be honest, this $80 billion is going to be spent not as an investment, just a waste of money like everything else they do. It's very interesting. I just have a feeling the tide's going to start shifting very soon. Some polls are, like Angus Reid and Abacus, will show that the tide's already starting to turn. And now you have some stunt by this former traitor Conservative MP now going over to the Liberals to distract from all this. You know, the Liberals want people to believe that there's a massive revolt going on in the Conservative Party, which there isn't. But that's what they want you to believe. They're just trying to distract you, making it seem like Pierre Poilievre is bad, while they run around, pillage the country, and get filthy, filthy rich off of it.